This Alaskan Malamute crossed 425 kilometers of storms and glaciers in temperatures of -30 degrees and winds over 70 miles per hour, all to deliver life-saving serum. On this death-defying run, Togo helped save over 100 sick children. In 2011, Time magazine posthumously recognized Togo as the most heroic animal in history. This is a movie based on a true story. The story takes place in 1925, in a small town called Nome. The children in town suddenly came down with diphtheria, a disease that could only be treated with a special antitoxin serum. Without it, the mortality rate was nearly 100%. The mayor called an emergency meeting. If they couldn't get the serum within a week, none of the children would survive. The townspeople were paralyzed with fear. The mayor suggested flying the serum in. That would be the fastest. But a resident pointed out that the blizzards had been getting stronger, and no plane could fly safely in these conditions. The idea was quickly dismissed. When modern technology fails, people turn to the oldest methods. The townspeople all looked toward Sapala, the best musher in town. Sapala was not only experienced, but he also had an extraordinarily gifted lead dog named Togo. Togo was a seasoned veteran who could always find his way home through the fiercest blizzards. But there was a problem. Sapala was getting older, and Togo wasn't young anymore either. He was already 12 years old, roughly equivalent to a human in their late 60s or early 70s, so Sapala didn't agree right away. He simply said this storm wasn't like the others. When he got home, Sapala sharpened his sled runners while telling his wife about the meeting. She was firmly against letting him and Togo risk their lives on this journey. But when the mayor came to their door and begged them to save those children, the words of refusal stuck in their throats. It was a small town, and everyone knew each other. Sapala couldn't bear to stand by and watch those children die. In the end, he set off on the journey with Togo. On the day of departure, every resident in town lined the streets, watching Sapala and Togo with looks of deep respect. Sapala acknowledged each of them. Once they left the town, Togo led Sapala straight into the raging blizzard. Amid the howling wind and bone-chilling cold, Sapala's mind drifted back to the past.